Today I want to take a look at the QuickLinks web part and audience targeting. Here we have a standard modern SharePoint Online team site, and we're going to add the QuickLinks web part. Now this is a favorite we can do a lot of things with. We'll go ahead and do add a link, and we'll type in an external website. We'll click the add button down here in the bottom right corner, and that populates one link. Very good. And in the bottom right, you'll see filter. To use audience targeting, it must be enabled in the web part. So there's actually two levels to this. Level 1 is the web part overall, and then level 2 is the button itself, the specific link. For audience targeting, we need to activate in both locations. So we'll go ahead and save our work. We'll edit the page. And for the QuickLinks web part overall, we want to enable audience targeting. Now there is a tooltip with a bubble that explains this is for promoting content to specific audiences. And if you click that, it'll take you into Microsoft article to explain the feature more. We'll go ahead and activate it on the web part. And now for the button itself, we have a new input. So after activating for the web part, when we modify the button, we have the granularity to say who should see that specific link. And that's where Azure Active Directory comes into play. I wish they put it in the tooltip. It's not all that clear. It says select audiences. These are not SharePoint groups, but they are Azure Active Directory groups. So one thing you may want to work with is open a new tab and go to portal.azure.com, come into the home page and select Azure Active Directory. From Azure Active Directory, generally, there's going to be a Groups button off to the left-hand side, and this is where we can see existing groups or make new ones. Now, for today's demo, we're going to go ahead and click New Group at the top, and the breadcrumbs let us know that we're inside of Azure Active Directory. When we make a new group, I set it up with the defaults as a security group, and want to give it a name and a description. So we'll say Demo Audience Targeting, used to display content for specific users only. Membership type is assigned, no owners are selected, no members are selected. For this, I'll go ahead and select myself as both an owner and a member. So now we have one owner and one member selected. We'll click the Create button at the bottom. And again, we're giving it a name, description, picking owners and picking members. Owners are the ones that can manage the group membership to apply changes. With all of that done, if we come over here and we start searching, we can find a couple of different groups. And if we search Azure Active Directory for all of the groups, type in a keyword, we can see our demo audience targeting has been created. Now to be able to use that on our web part, because it was just created, we may need to go into publishing, edit the page again, come into the web part, come into the link, and now we can start doing our search. So after publishing and refreshing the page, now when we type in demo audience targeting, we see one match for our cloud security group, and we can go ahead and use that. It's worth noting there is a limit of 50. Not sure why somebody would ever want to put in 50, but there is a maximum scaling limit of 50. And just searching the keyword demo, we also have demo members over here. And I wanted to take a look at that in our results because it's actually two different types of groups. You have security groups, which are kind of your traditional Active Directory group name with members within, and then your more modern Microsoft 365 group. Now this is interesting because on the new group screen, we have two different choices, security and M365. Security group, pretty simple, list of members, straightforward. M365 group is a little bit different. This gets into kind of the M365 suite overall, where your group is going to have an email address. It's going to have all these other features that go with it. If you are using M365 groups, those are available for audience targeting. So you can target to the members of an M365 group, or you can target to a security group. Both are supported, both work the same way for the impacts of audience targeting. So with audience targeting selected, we have our group. We can go ahead and republish. And this button is now showing to me because I'm in that specific group. One thing to note, when we're in edit mode, you'll see this little icon right there on the quick link itself. There's a small icon with two people. That is an indicator that this specific link has audience targeting enabled, and that's a way to differentiate it from some other link that's just sort of available to everybody. So if I add a new link, and this one I'll just say everybody, that's going to show a little bit differently with no targeting, and this one does have targeting. So as you're navigating pages, if you see that icon, that's a hint that the setting is activated and it's something that's in use, whereas other links that are standard maybe have a blank value with no targeting enabled. So that's an overview of how we can use audience targeting with the modern Quick Links web part. Thanks for watching.